Support LaneSide. Get something cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of LaneSide Reviews. As always, I'm the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter. And we've got some really exciting stuff to show you on this episode, so why don't we take it LaneSide and see how it's stacked up.
Alright guys, welcome back. As always, we're joined by Wayne Porter, our speed dominant player.
Yeah, he's pulling the easy house shot.
Yeah, super easy. And we're hoping he's not going to get abducted by aliens here as we see the new conspiracy scheme. Oh, good Lord.
Wow, on his benchmark. He knew that. He knew that.
That thing hooked down lane.
Now, this has got a very interesting surface prep on it, does it not?
Yes, it does. Now, this is a solid version of the motion magic that we saw in the Trailblazer.
Trailblazer, okay.
But they prepared this. This is like a 500 plus polish. Basically.
Did they even use the compound or just go right to polish?
I think it's like there might be some compound on it, but I don't think so.
I was going to say, do we need the compound?
We might, because this thing is it's a lot different than what I was expecting. Another strike there from him. Good Lord. Who is this man?
It's definitely got a different role. Everybody was quite excited to get this ball back.
Oh, it is compound. It's not polished. It's 500 plus compound.
Okay.
It looks so shiny, though.
Yeah. It's like, and because the black was such a good ball.
Yes.
And you had two of them, did you not?
Oh, I've had a few more than two now.
Yeah.
Now this is really interesting. They've changed with this different cover prep because it looks so shined.
Yeah.
They've actually. Does he ever miss with this thing?
No, I don't think he did. I think he was.
Did pretty good with it.
All over it. And he's moved like a couple different spots now.
He started at 12. He went to 15. That was at 18. Now he's going to go to 21.
Yeah.
Now this core has changed slightly.
Yeah.
Because now that it has dynamic core in it, they've had to change the dynamics just slightly. So you would think that the core might not be as dynamic as the old one, but you can see how angular it is down lane.
Yeah.
As he misses this one, of course.
Well,
Thanks.
But now he's...
Oh, look, he's looking at me. Don't look at me. I'll get you.
I mean, now that was at 21, and he started on 12.
Yeah, so that's 9 boards.
Yeah. So and we're going to get you... You're going to move him even more.
Oh, of course. We want to see what's...
around, really get him to give the ball the old 1-2.
So for our speed dominant player, I am not a fan of this surface out of box.
No.
I would probably put it 500,000, similar to what we saw to the black one.
Yeah.
Just to get this cover to pick up a little bit more, because the motion magic covers do have a lot of hook in them.
Yeah. So you're kind of stunting the growth a little bit, but
yeah, you can see he moved in, and then it's hooked earlier because he got a little bit of the friction in our house. Yeah. It was very interesting. I would probably, having looked at this, I probably would have gone with a slightly either stronger layout for Wayne or more surface.
Yeah.
Just to get it to pick up.
We weren't quite expecting, like you said, you were expecting closer to the
black one. Yeah.
Right?
Now, having said that, he did strike his first 3 shots. I mean, I'm really nitpicking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did have about 6 boards to play with. So
yeah, that's a good. Not only did he have 6 boards, but look at the amount of angle of entry that he's able to create.
Yeah.
I think if we added a little bit more surface, we could either get it to start up earlier.
Yeah. Or
go to like a 500,000 and then shine it, maybe skip sand it.
Yeah.
To make it angular again.
Yeah.
But still look pretty good.
It's really good. I think he enjoyed having that much room, and I mean that's the other thing is you think about it, like we're talking about it being on fresh and having that amount of movement.
Yep.
That means that as long as nobody's inside you and you can stay outside everybody, as you creep in, you're going to be good. So
now go figure. You struck on your first ball on that one.
Yeah.
Gee darn.
Oops.
I think this layout matched up with you pretty well, even though you're not going to throw a lot of strikes.
Yeah.
I think, once again, this layout matched up really well with you. I just think it's a matter of surface prep.
Yeah. Like I said, it was an interesting role
Yes.
Like with being that low and then just slapping it didn't slap the compound on. They put the compound on, right? But as we talk about with the skip sanding, like that wasn't that bad either.
Yeah, that was a 3-board move, and still flat.
Yeah, and it's like I love skip sanding. I love getting stuff down at 500 or 800 to start, and then bringing it up just to knock the tops off, just to smooth it out a little bit. This is like drastically filling it in, like mudding it. So
yeah.
it's
now Mo himself was a big proponent of skip sanding as well.
Yes,
he was not a fan of a lot of compounds and shines.
So, but they didn't have this kind of reaction in their lineup.
No.
And this is what Phil and Mo always aim for, and like mainly Phil will tell you any day of the week that every ball they come out, they want to put as a different spot in your bag to create something different, that they're not going to put out something that's the same.
Yep.
Right? So, and that's what this is. It's a solid with polish on it to get a shine, and it's definitely a different look, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Now you are you are 3 boards left of your benchmark.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, where the surface change would come in a little bit more. We're going to move you another 3 boards.
Yeah.
And I think this is where you can see it's just getting a little bit too far down lane.
It's just not picking up soon enough.
Yeah, because you'll see it just doesn't see that mid lane.
Yeah.
So I think if in your case, if it was like 500 2000 or 500 1000, it would have been able to see it. It would have really hooked up.
Yeah.
So once again, I really like this ball. I'm just not sure about the cover preparation.
Yeah.
Phil himself has said that nobody out there has made just a ball that's a 500 plus shine.
Yeah.
So he's done it.
Yeah. And like I said, if you might need this, there might be a shot that you get that it would work really good. Like I got strikes with it. We're not saying that. We're not saying that I can't strike with it. Like for sure. Like,
we're just kind of showing the motion from different areas and what we're seeing. You can see there.
Yeah.
It just did not make it back.
Yeah. And that's like came around of it and tried to get a little bit more angularity out of it, and it just
spun and blah. Here it is left-handed with Pooks.
Yeah. Everybody knows how much I enjoy lots of polish and pearl eyes and stuff like that. So,
you know what else this has in it that's important? It has gold sparkle.
Yes.
The hooking thing you can put in a ball.
See, so we learned something about gold sparkles. It doesn't like compound.
That's right.
Right.
So there you are with the bonus.
Yeah. Such a good ball.
Yeah, it's one of those balls. I like the Intel. I hope they never stop making it, or if they do, they just put a new version of it out.
Yeah.
And you can see, as we said, you're about 3 boards, just a different shape.
Yeah.
It's a little bit earlier. It's about 3 feet earlier.
Yeah.
Even with the compound on it.
So all that's doing is kind of flattening. I find it's still reading, but it's flattening it. Like it's weird to explain. Like it, for me, it's still reading, but it's going longer before it's making that kind of.
And there I am from my benchmark. That's about 25. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the surface prep on this.
No, yeah.
And it could be our house because it plays a little. Right now, it's playing a little slicker. But I feel like if they had gone with the same surface prep as the black, it would have been just that much better.
Well, it'd be interesting to see this on a shorter shot
or some very defined friction.
Like the Athens. Remember when you played the Athens a couple times, and what was the other? Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
Very defined friction spot. And
where'd I go? Did I just leave? Oh no, there I am.
Yeah, you can just see that it wants to go.
Yeah,
but it's just holding it up. Like it's rolling, but it. Like I said, it's so weird. It gets in that strong roll, and then when it gets to the
back end,
the hook phase, it just delays it. It's like the roll phase is huge, and then the hook phase is kind of delayed, and then it just makes the skid.
Yeah, it just kind of skid. It's skidding like 3 feet longer.
Yeah. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if there's a really defined hook friction spot or like a shorter, medium, short pattern. I mean, this would be a monster on some of those for sure.
I'm going to stay in the same spot here. I'm going to get around it rather than using my regular release on this one. See if I can get it shaped just a little bit better.
I like that for you. Yeah, I didn't like that for me, but You know.
But I mean, well, I added a lot of side rotation.
Yeah.
With my lower tilt, the ball's going to rate a lot faster.
Well, and that's the thing is you moving your tilt, you're moving it down closer to where mine is.
Yeah.
Where when I do that, I'm really starting to push it a little bit further, right? So I can see making my circles a little bit smaller. Just,
little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make another move here. I'm going to try to move to 35. But I think you're going to see, you know, the result of the surface prep on this. Especially for a lower tilt player, that 500, it's already gripping really hard, and then to have the compound in there, it kind of grips and hydroplanes at the same time.
Yeah,
and you
that's a good way to explain it. That's what I think I've been trying to say the whole time.
Yeah, it's the extreme definition of over under. It slips and grabs and slips and grabs, and you can see it still kind of was trying to make it back for the 7, but not really. So I mean, it doesn't look bad.
I mean, there's a lot of potential.
There's tons of potential.
And then without having to change the drilling or anything on it, like plugging and re-drilling, there is so much potential with surface because it is at 500 in compound. Like, there's so many grits you can take it up and, like, do different things. Like,
absolutely.
So many different possibilities with skip sanding, or just take it all the way up to 5000D and really play it straight and really angular. I think it would be a monster like that too.
Now here I am. I'm going to see, just because we know there's a little bit of friction to the outside, I'm going to try to move right. I'm going to move 10 right from my starting spot and just try to chuck it up the gutter and see what it looks like.
I had to look at the other cameras.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting. It just keeps, it's like 6 feet, for me, it's like 6 feet too long.
Yeah. It's like it almost was rolling out and then stop rolling out.
Yeah,
like it's just interesting. It's very interesting.
I think this is going to be one of the balls that I say out of the box. You're probably going to want to switch the surface unless you have a very defined friction point in your center.
Maybe wood.
Wood, I think it would be great on.
A monster on wood.
Yeah,
I knew I could if I could just keep racking my brain. It'd be like everybody with wood houses or travel to wood houses, get this ball.
Yeah,
this out of surface, it'll be. And the best thing is, it's probably not that hard to take it back.
No,
like
not at all.
You adjust it, take it back to 500, slap compound on it.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm going to try to get around it here, see if I can shape it.
That looks better. That's too much.
A little bit too much, but that's that over-under.
Yeah.
So once again, recommend the surface change. The ball looks great. I love the conspiracies in general. So for me, I think I'm just going to hit this one probably with a 2000 pad and see how it shapes better. Here I am left-handed. Almost look like a bowler there.
You get to see the logo on it and just kind of linger, and then finally it does.
It finally spins up, yeah. And here I am with the bonus. You see, nice and easy, very smooth ball. Doesn't move until around between 37 and 40 feet.
I love that. I love that reaction.
I may have to order some more of those before they disappear.
Yeah.
It's just too good of a ball. And I've got this one with a range, realistically, of about 5 to 8 boards different. It's at least about 3 boards longer, though, that I found than our bonus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.